everybody, welcome to another daily Corey B MTG video. Today we're going to be playing ourselves a little bit more modern, and of course we're playing my favorite deck, and the deck that I think is the best in current modern. It's Temur Breach. We're playing a couple different cards from our normal stock list, but for the most part, pretty much the same deck we've been playing for quite a while. The Energy Slayer, I would say. Ban announcement's coming up soon, but it's not quite here yet. And I just plan to play this deck until they take it away from me. And I know the days with my precious ring are numbered, more than likely. So I wanted to make sure and get a little bit more content in now, as well. It's a ton of fun to play. And if the ring does get banned, I will, of course, be building a new list. But same old stuff here when it comes to Grinding Station. Underworld Breach plus Grinding Station plus a 0-drop equals you're able to mill out your whole deck. If you got a blue legend in play, either Tamiyo or Emery, you're able to add a blue mana each time that you grind out 3 cards. And then eventually you win the game with Thassa's Oracle. So the One Ring is the card that definitely puts the brakes to all the aggressive decks. It's one of the best cards in Modern, if not the best. And, you know, this is the card that a lot of people are expecting its days to be numbered. And I would tend to agree as well. So we're going to enjoy this the last couple weeks we can. And have some fun watching Modern. If you like watching some Modern, make sure to let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate it. I also appreciate you all hitting that subscribe button and liking the video, as well as sharing this videos on your socials. Tell your grandmother, tell everyone that I'm making daily YouTube content, and we'll start building up this community together. Would be really awesome to see. 10,000 followers or 10,000 subscribers is my next big stretch goal. So it would be really cool to get that before the end of the year. I know that's dreaming pretty big, but hey, you got to set your bar high, otherwise you won't be surprised and hit a really cool goal like that. So all right, before we get into it, let's thank the sponsors here. First up, it is KMC. If you are interested in any KMC products, make sure to check out their Hyper Phoenix sleeves, as well as their Hyper Mats and inner sleeves, all extremely high quality, as well as this high quality deck box. Next to me, the Mox Luxury deck box, 133 different deck boxes with customizable magnetic replacement jewels, as well as different colors for the box themselves. The URL is below if you are interested, as well as that promo code in the top left corner to save yourself 15% off. And our other proud sponsor of the stream, of course, is Heavy Play. If you're interested in any of these really awesome products behind me, as well as the new Philstone ETB playmats, if you like not the clean look, the more arted out, teched out ETB playmats. I like the nice smooth ones. That purple one is actually my favorite one. I like the green as well. But the artist ones are really cool, and they're going to be bringing new artists in to do more work soon as well. So follow that URL above, as well as get 10% off with that promo code. Let's breach. Play here to start off this video. We love that. Okay, yeah, this hand is perfectly reasonable. We have the Rumble on 2. We have the Falls, or we have enough lands, as well as a Bobble to manipulate our draws a bit. Definitely a slam dunk keeper. Anytime I have 2 land and Rumble, it's like an auto keep. So let's start with the Bobble. I guess first I'm going to actually start with the Falls. This is a bit of a deviation from the normal play. Usually I start by bobbling myself. Okay. Well. Interesting. Because now I want to know if Spell Snare has a good target. And this would also put me back a bit with playing Rumble, but I think it's probably worth it. I'm going to keep. This, of course, could work out poorly for me. I'm going to say go now, and I might crack the Bobble, but probably not. So we're going to see what we're up against first. Was this a Frogs? Well, this Spell Snare could be great. Now, I'm actually... No, I was going to say if I find Emery, I would want to maybe play Emery and hold up Spell Snare, but it's a bit too risky. So I am going to just draw this Spell Snare I knew about. Now I'm going to Bobble myself. If I like what I see, which I do, I'm going to keep it. And now with Harbinger, I actually want to get my mountain. So since I'm going to get my mountain anyways, I think I'm just going to play this Stomping Ground tapped. And we'll say go. We'll say go here and kind of hope that they do the frog thing. We'll draw a Rumble. The Oculus deck is just a solid deck. It's always close when we play. Definitely no free wins from Temur here. All right, draw off Bobble. We knew about the Rumble. We'll probably just cast those one at a time. AK not try to cast both of them next turn. I don't love that. That's okay. All right, now I do want to get the mountain, as Harbinger is a real thing you got to be wary of. So we're going to do that, and we're going to cast Rumble to start. All right, perfectly happy taking a one ring here. And now we're going to play the Bobble, but Bobble is at this weird spot now where if my opponent has Orcish Bowmaster, yeah, we have the answer to the first one, but we want to make sure they don't get a double trigger off the other one. So let's see what they do. This is probably a Bowmaster, and we'd have to counter it. Nope. Okay, now I actually want to... I want to incentivize them to Bowmaster during their draw step, so I'm going to Bobble and make it juicy for them. Okay, there goes Bowmaster. There goes the card we knew about as well, but that's okay. No information for us. Okay. That was a great draw if they don't have Harbinger. And if they do, it wasn't ideal. Okay. Now let's think this out. I kind of want to just jam the one ring and have Spell Snare backup. Now if they have Force Negation, that runs a bit of a foul, but I think it's worth it here. Because they might just go for a counter spell. And then next turn we could Rumble plus do something else. Or our other choice is to just Rumble now. Nah, I'm going to go for the one ring. Okay, well, let's go for it. They could have a Spell Pierce or something that's usually not super common. I'm more worried of a Force Negation, but... Okay. Maybe they don't have it yet. Put the Spell Snare to the yard. Does it resolve? Hooray! Okay. So now we have protection. I guess we have protection from using the ring too. Okay. That was strange. All right, now I'm going to Bobble now while we're under ring protection. And we'll say go. And now that we have the one ring going, it's going to be time to breach here very shortly. And we're pretty close to the combo. So we're going to basically, every turn from here on out, we're going to put pressure on them and try to win the game via combo. Because they have no pressure now, so it doesn't matter. There's no Oculus. Nothing like that yet. Only one blue source is a little awkward with Emery, but we'll add another blue source with the Mox being turned on next turn. All right, there's Orcish Bowmaster. It has to fire to themselves. So that is annoying as it kind of prevents our ring, but honestly, I'm probably just going to say whatever and draw two. And then be on my way. Okay. Takes out Urza's Saga. Yeah, I'm going to start with it. We'll take the damage. It speeds up their clock, of course, but we really want to draw some more cards. And we're going to ideally try to win the game this turn. So all we need is the grinding station. And honestly, maybe some other combinations of stuff we could get it done with as well. That was not ideal. So now, thankfully, since we drew the drum, we can still rumble here, as we have not found the combo yet. So let's go like this. Blue, drum, green, blue, rumble. We kind of need to find it here. Not great. Not great indeed. Suppose I'll get a Tamio. Yeah, we might have actually just hard bricked. AK, like, no Emery. No nothing. Can't really keep the combo going here. We could bobble a bunch, but that is too risky in the face of a Bowmaster. So, yeah, pretty brutal, actually. Now, I could cast some blue cards from the yard. I could cast, like, a Tamio from the yard and put both bobbles into play. That's not amazing. I'd rather, like, breach and try to rumble a bunch, which I can't do. So, I think it's Tamio time, and we'll just say go. That was definitely the turn where I anticipated us winning. If we even got one more Emery, I would have kept going. If we got another bobble, we would have been able to do some stuff. That was some pretty bad hits. Next turn, though, we can breach and then just put another One Ring into play. And we can actually gain protection and keep the old one. So we're still going to breach every turn, basically, but... All right, well, I'm just going to block here. Now our opponent has all islands. Oh yeah, we can actually just cast the One Ring from the yard with Emery. As bait, really. Okay. Another Emery. Okay, let's try it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. The One Ring. Okay. Not the largest deal. All right, now this might be a little value breach turn. All right. Let's do this. So let's go breach. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now we can Unholy Heat to deal with this silly card. Let's get that out of there. Okay, now we can draw some cards, and that'll flip Tamiyo. Okay. Here's that. Now we could play Emery. Not a terrible idea. Because we could still win the game this turn. If we hit a Mox, it could just still be GG. There's the Oracle. There's the grinding station. But didn't get there quite yet. But we can do a lot of bobbling now. As the combo's in the yard, but we only have one other breach, so we have to be a little wary here. And we also got to play kind of fast, as this matchup can get a little dicey. Okay, yep, it's a little laggy today. Let's do one more for good measure. All right. That should be enough. Now we will say go. Now we have a plan if this were to get countered. Shifting Woodland's always the way. But we would have to kill this first. So we know about these. We know that's in play. And now right now they can only hit us for 2. This is 3 more. Yeah, let's see how many woodlands are still around. There's one gone. Okay, so that other woodland we do need to very much protect. All right, these shrink. Now let's go and block this Harbinger. An Oculi. Did I not leave a spell snare in the yard? That was foolish. Okay. There's a Bowmaster, so they're going to be able to manifest that. But manifest can only be flipped up with the color, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so it's probably not the Bowmaster, but whatever. We want to try to win the game this turn. So let's draw some more cards. I don't know what I'm really even drawing to. Yeah, it's just a lot of lands. But the Mox is pretty nice. So I guess we just start with the breach, see if the game's over. If not, we have to get a little more creative. I don't have any way to push it through, though, too, because I stupidly shuffled away that card. Okay, well, here we go. All right. Game is over. Blue, blue, grinding station. All right, mill myself. Won't have to do a lot of milling here. as we're pretty deep in the combo. Okay, so there it goes. All right, now against Temur, we actually don't change a ton. We definitely want the Veils. That's the main reason for them. I don't like having 2-mana spells in general that much. They're not very good. Lanterns, it seems like it could be good against Oculus, and it's okay against Unearth. But that doesn't mean that it's amazing. I'll put it in as a maybe, but... all right, for sure taking out the Mox. Haywire Might's awkward because, you know, they might have nothing, or they might have Leyline. They usually have nothing. I'm going to try to get a little more information on our opponent. Checking out maybe if they've played this deck before. Yeah, Temur Murktide. They've played it a lot. They have Unlicensed Hearse. They have a 1 of Hearse. But honestly, that's enough. You got to be able to deal with that card. You got to be able to deal with it. So we're going to keep it in. And then some of the other cards we don't want. I do think I like the Spell Snares for frogs. That kind of stuff. I'm going to keep my Unholy Heats. I could get rid of 1 Rumble. And the One Ring's so good. Maybe I just don't need the Lantern. If they unearth pretty quickly. Yeah, let's just do just these two. Yeah, that seems good to me. All right, 2 Veils. All right, game number 2. This hand is heinous. We have the quick combo in the sense that this can get a 0 drop. But Oracle's bad. Extra Breach is bad. Plus, this can be a liability against Harbinger. Yeah, I mean, if like one of these 2 cards was something else, maybe we could think about this. But I'm going to mulligan. Okay. I'm going to keep... I'd love to keep both Tamios because they're probably going to die. So maybe I should just get rid of an Unholy Heat. Yes, the Tamios are going to die, or we're going to run away with it. All right, I'm going to try it. Really wish I could keep that 7. Breeding Pool plus Mountain is what I want to get, but it's not possible with Misty, so that is pretty awkward. Okay. Here's the Tameo. Probably a dead Tameo. Now, next turn, if this dies, at least we can go Tameo number 2, plus leave this open. We can't get a Mountain, but if they did play Harbinger, we could just float the mana. And then kill it. Okay. That could mean we'd play Emery, but it's actually too risky right now. Because we don't want to just lose to Harbinger. Counterspell plus Harbinger. So we got to be prepared for it. Okay. All right, we're going to put this Bobble out there. I don't think I'm going to crack it right away. I'm going to leave it uncracked for now. See what our opponent does. Remember, we're on Harbinger watch right now. What's this? Oculus. Murktide. I don't think this was too large. Oh, it was. God dang it. Well, yeah, that's the perfect size, obviously. Well, now we're in trouble. I was just hoping it wouldn't be that big. A 6/6 would be very tolerable. Man, Magic Online has been laggy today. This is not great. All right, we'll get the falls. A Mox. Does that help us? No, not really. Help me to cast Emery, but Emery is not even very good right now, so we're going to get rid of that. We are so dead. We are so dead. Can't really attack. I could attack and flip it, but that's not great. So we're going to get the mountain and just play a sad Emery. Hopefully mill some rings, start doing stuff with that, but yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. No ring, but we did get Bauble, we did get Delirium. So we can start gaining a bunch of card advantage, but we don't have much time. Murktide's gonna kill us pretty quickly. Frog. That we can kill. Okay. It's pretty good. Can start by unholy heating this. All right, let's unholy yeet this. Now, I mean, let's go for it. Here's the Mox. I have a surgical? Force really hurts because it would exile. But yeah, what can you do? Alright. Let's attack with Tammy. We'll take the 7, and then we'll start chump blocking. Hopefully they're out of stuff and we can top deck some gas. And even a breach would be excellent. We couldn't actually double Unholy Heat Murktide, which sucks, but... a Veil would have been nice there instead of that Unholy Heat. Just blow out Force and Negation, but the Frog still would have been a problem. Alright, let's see what they got. Now, they could kill us if they put a spell in the yard and then Murktide. I'm willing to lose to that if that's what they have. They kept the card. That's scary. One cool play I can do here on surface value is I can try to flip Tammy on their turn, block and then flip. If I get back Bauble and crack 2 clues. That'd be a spicy play. I mean, it's not that good, to be honest, but it's cool. Just kidding. Surprisingly not dead quite yet, but it's looking grim. I suppose we can look. Do we look at ourselves to try to draw a card, maybe? Or we take a peek what they have? Yeah, let's see what's on top of ours. A Veil. That's not going to be very helpful. So, we have to do the sad play of play a Shifting Woodland, saying go, and hoping to animate the woodland to be a Tamiyo and block. I would say have Veil up, but not really. All right, green, green. Come a copy of Tamiyo. Surgical on Tamiyo. Well, we don't want that to happen. Is there any outs I can have? I don't even want to show them the Veil. So, we'll just concede. Okay, having Surgical, good to know. Any changes we want to make on the play? Tamiyo doesn't seem amazing, that's for sure. I also just don't love having Haywire Might in the deck if we don't see the card. I'm going to take out Haywire Might for the Rumble, but unsure of it. Could bring in Mana Leak on the play. Actually, I kind of like that over a Rumble. All right, let's give it a shot. All right, game 3. Big game, big game. Okay. I'm going to keep, but we really want Tamiyo to live here so we can play Emery on 2. Plus, we're hoping they don't have a Harbinger draw. But you know what? We didn't see any last game. They might have took them out. So we're going to put the pressure on them so they can't really do the Unearth, Oculus, aggressive draw if they want to be at least killing these creatures. Let Tamiyo live. Okay, we're going to attack. Hooray! Now we're going to play Emery with the Saga, I think, so we can start making gigantic constructs. Here's an Emery. No spell snare for you, even though it's a 2-drop. Okay, we bricked. That's a tilter. So, Emery might be attacking for 1 next turn. Alright, just don't put in an Oculus. That would be disgusting. Okay. Alright, that was actually decent, because we can get the mountain now. Alright, I don't want to actually attack with Emery as a Bowmaster destroys it, so we're just going to go like this. Attack. And then say go, make a construct. Now we're going to either get a green source or we're just going to get the basic mountain depending on what our opponent does. Cycles Unearth. I like that. It's going to be a construct game, y'all. I can feel it. And I think they're feeling it too, so the desperation is going to come. They did that main phase, which leads me to believe they didn't have a land. All right, I'm getting the mountain to be safe. Now we can get a 0-drop with this. Or a 0-drop for that off the Saga. And we're just going to hope they don't have a dress down. I feel like that's a card that's not really played these days, but you never know. God, that would be so brutal right now. All right. I think I get Bobble. Don't really need the mana right now. Okay, let's declare attacks. Big constructs. And I'm just going to play another Saga more than likely. Okay. This looks like a chump blocker to me. Now, Bobble, it is awkward. As I don't really want to sacrifice them. Especially if they do that. So I guess I'm not gonna. Even though it feels bad, because I don't want them to just get another free blocker. So instead, I'm going to play Saga and say go. And hope they are just, semi-soft to this or semi-cold to these. Making 2 artifacts a turn. They're going to be attacking for 8 next turn. So they are just going to be lethal. Okay. Well, looks like it's just time to get in there. Probably with everything. Even Emery. Maybe not Emery. But here they come. Love that. 7. I don't have to do it now. So I don't think I will. Now I think I'm okay doing the Bobble thing. 1 draw step, whatever. If they draw 1 card, sure. There it is. That I don't care about. You got me, Bobos. So now I'm going to draw 1 card. We're just going to put this into play tapped and say go. The Harbinger's too late, even if they don't fetch. They did. As long as they don't have dress down, I feel great. They kept it? What are they keeping? Hopefully it's just Fatal Push. It was. Yep. Is this just a big old Murktide? Yep, I believe we can get them up to 8/8 though, so that's a chump blocker. Chump blocker. Okay. Here's this. Now we're going to get that drop. All right. I mean, they're already 8/8s. They're going to be 9/9s. Is there anything we want to do first? We should probably rumble. Rumble to maybe get them even bigger. Okay. Now, nothing else we can really do besides play an Emery, and if we hit a Mox, we could bring it back, but that doesn't seem like the greatest strat. It's not the worst, though. All right, we'll do it. Keep the old one. Didn't hit. So it's time to attack all. Now they're 9/9, so even if they have a Fatal Push, it's still a trade with the Murktide. And this is a lethal attack. Once again, yeah, Temur just always a close match. Regardless of what happens here, it's always close. It's always good. Is our opponent chatting with us? Talking crap? Nope. Okay, that's too bad. And we got there. Nice games. All right, we're doing well. Let's keep it. Let's keep the streak alive. Let's win this league. It off. No Giganta? Oh my. 2 in a row with no Giganta gamers? All right, we're going to keep this. Hand is great. Just very much deciding what I want to start with for my land. Oh. Okay. So, this is Eldrazi. That makes this hand a lot worse. I don't love my Eldrazi game 1. Although I like the match. When I had 4 consigns, I did cut them. So we'll see if we can still get this done. It's almost going to be nothing I want to Unholy Heat on 2. So we might as well just Tamiyo. And we might Saga. And then draw a card. But, like I said, not my favorite matchup here. For game 1. Alright. They got rid of those. Exchange control and target non-land permanent. Okay. Strange. Not what I wanted. All right, so we'll get in there with this. And I think we'll just pop it now. If we hit a bobble or something. Nope. Okay, we'll say go. Probably just going to go with some big early constructs and hope it's enough, but not looking good like that's going to be a great plan. Great draw. Great, great, great draw. Just kidding. Okay, so let's get in there. So now we have the choice between Emery or Construct. And I'm just going to make the Construct. Next turn we can always go Emery and then Unholy Heat something if we have to. So like something like Karn we can beat, but god dang it, just Natty-tron. Okay, that actually doesn't matter too much, as we have plenty of answers for it. We just got to get Delirium, but once again, a land enchantment is heading to the yard. That's a good type to get us going with Delirium. So we know the Devourer is still there as well. So that's an option they could have cast. But it's only to kill Tamiyo, so it's not that big of a deal. They could have also exchanged control. They took Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I can't combo finish, so we got to win with these. And Trinisphere. Alright, so here's that. Now, we can make this construct big enough that we can just kind of go through. 3, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, it's going to be a 5, 5. It's going to attack as a 5, 5. Sure. I think that's kind of our best plan here. Haywire Might can deal with the Trinisphere. Or we just get a drum. I'm just going to get a drum, I think. Can't play that. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good. Trinisphere is an obnoxious card. And we have no way to get our Thassa's Oracle out of exile. So we can't combo finish this game. I don't even know if I can beat them just exchanging for a construct. Guess my construct stays the same size, which is kind of cool, but... Now at least every turn we can Unholy Heat a Thought Knot, but... Can you do this at instant speed too? Jesus. Okay. Yeah, and I don't have Delirium yet, so I can't do anything with that. The One Ring is gone. Okay. Guess we go to combat and see what they do. Moto is being so laggy for me today. Lets me attack. I think I am fine with that then. At least attacking with one. Maybe not. Maybe I only attack with this. Yeah, I don't want to lose the constructs yet. Let's see how much this Emery actually costs. It still costs 3 no matter what. Alright, that makes sense. Sure. Let's begin with that. Here's an Emery. Mostly to just get Delirium here. Okay, we did not succeed so far. Another land to the yard won't help either, so I guess I'll keep it. Now that logic is flawed, so we'll still get rid of it. And we'll say go. I hate Trinisphere. I hate it to death. They didn't exchange. So they can play Devour on one of these threats. Neither of them are that threatening at the moment, though. Just the fact that it's a 6/6 is pretty good. Actually, whatever creature they put into the yard, I get to then... Oh. Well, still, I can Unholy Heat now. That actually was not that bad at all. I just don't have anything that deals with the constructs, and I feel okay. Okay. All right, now I have great attacks. Yeah, let's get them in there. And that last card's Devour. I actually feel quite good here. Yeah, double chumps. Maybe another Saga? Nope. Okay, well, this will just die if I play it to this, but maybe that doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to get a Bobble in play. Just to make these 7/7s. Checks out to me. Then we'll say go. I feel great about this now. I mean, of course, any, like, Ugin draw or whatever, and the door gets slammed in our face, but they can also exchange control for one of these constructs, but then I guess I could just exchange back. Yep. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they can Devour and exchange control right now, which is kind of obnoxious. But the Devourer we can kill with the Unholy Heat. And then we can just exchange it back. Yep. Oh, come on. You did not. Come on! You really drew that? Wow, we had them right where we wanted them. And now they drew that. That was complete bullshit. Well, I was like, we might as well sack the Bobble. That was not cool. Wow. All right. That was complete BS. Now it's my turn, but your turn. They get to eat one of these constructs, and yeah, I mean, they can just Unholy Heat the other one. Yeah, I basically can't win now. Unless they screw this up somehow. Protection from instants. Okay, great. Yeah, I was like, if they're just playing Emery there, that seems really foolish. I would think they should just Unholy Heat. Okay. Can't do anything. My Ottawara's in the bin already, unfortunately. Yup. Yeah, that'll do it. I can't win from here. Lame. Lame. What a draw. What an absolute draw. That was frustrating. Whenever you have a glimmer of hope and then it gets dashed from you, that's no good. Okay, definitely don't want the spell snares. The consigns are amazing. I don't want a ton of unholy heats, but some are fine. So maybe just trimming one. Force a negation, negate, mana leak. I don't really love any of those. So I probably just want to do that. Keep the rest the same. The One Ring's not amazing against them, but it's good enough. So let's just do that. Bring in the best card against Eldrazi. Keep our speed with Mox Ambers. And go to town here. Ah, if this was untapped, that would be excellent. 3 breaches, though? This is like the nut draw. Like, that's all I want, but I don't want to have 3 bricks. Guess we'll mulligan. Okay. This hand's totally reasonable. I'm going to keep, and I think we'll put Grinding Station away. Yeah, checks out to me. And we're going to start with Breeding Pool, Haywire Might, I think. So that next turn we have the option to Urza Saga and either Rumble or Emery. Probably Rumble. And then start making constructs. All right, they have the Devour and Gemstone Cavern, so they're definitely trying to steal back the play. That's a lot of cards you're losing out on, though. All right, gets rid of Urza Saga. Pretty good call with us having Haywire Might. Yeah, still gonna get Breeding Pool. Because I will destroy their Urza Saga or something if they go to play that. Maybe I won't even Urza Saga next turn, as I got enough to do with my mana. What cards didn't they want? Emrakul, Devourer, Urza's Tower. Okay. So they're up to 3 mana on turn 2 already. But nothing to do with it, and Devourer is under there. Cool. Maybe I do just get Emery going so I can Haywire Might every turn. Yeah, actually seems pretty decent. It's also not bad to get Rumble going. This gets me Delirium faster, I suppose. All right, we're going to go like this. I am going to Emery, but it's close. Both plays are great, though. This one is much worse if I don't hit a 0 drop. Yeah, or if I just brick like that. Ew. That's all right. Artifact creature to the yard can give me Delirium at any point. What is this? Ah, okay. That's pretty good. Not much I can do about that. They could have done that before I untapped. All right, well now this Emery play actually is quite bad. But Rumble off the Saga and this is not terrible, but now if they just like play Trinisphere, it's gonna be there from now on, which sucks. As I have no way to take it off the battlefield, which means I can't combo. I cannot combo with a Trinisphere in play, so... And we're probably just dead. So the best thing is to start making constructs again, which I will do. So maybe it's right to just get Tamiyo as this grows faster than Rumble. All right. Constructs for the next 2 turns. Let's hope it's enough. It's been a beating so far. I mean, last game was close. They needed that Emrakul. But can't really do anything to this because we drew the Haywire Mite. Okay. What are they going to get? Now, we do have the option to Unholy Heat it plus attack, but then we miss out on our construct. Pretty much anything they can get, though, is pretty scary here, like engineered explosives. Anything to blow up the constructs. That's all. They only have one problem to deal with, basically, this whole game, and that's the Saga. Yep. Alright, let's attack this. Let's attack them. Okay, then we'll say go. That's blown up. Yep. Now I basically can't make two constructs. So I think I just have to tap this for mana. Get a drum so it doesn't die. But I can't activate it. Unless I kill Karn. Well, we just have to do what automatically kills Karn here. Things are looking bad. Karn is down. They put a counter on that. That doesn't kill constructs now. Okay. I have 6 mana available. I pretty much can't beat anything. Okay. Now I can't really cast anything. Construct and a Dream. What do they got? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're dead. Yeah, losing that Haywire Mite early was just so brutal. I don't care that this is out of... I can't attack anyways. Alright. Now we do get to play on. That was like the one draw that maybe could do something. I was about to just scoop. But now there can be a little bit of pressure from the Saga over the course of a couple of turns. Still very, very grim. I'd put us at a 0.5% to win this game. I think it's looking lower. Okay. Yep. Okay, we get to say go, make a construct. Hopefully they get a little greedy or something. White mana. Yeah, we're pretty toast here. All is dust. Yeah, that's not very good against us. They have the world at their hands, though. Yeah, that'll do it. We can't beat it. Okay, let's play our third and final match of this league. That was our first loss of this league. So no trophy for us, but we'll end with a 4-1. That'll do. Once again, no Gigantha. You don't see that in like a modern challenge. When people are just trying to win, it's all Boros. So this deck ends up being a lot better in challenges as well, as you just eat up that deck. But haven't played it too much today. Is it Burn? Ragavan, okay. Uh-oh. Could be bad for us. All right, so let's check to see if we have an Unholy Heat. We do not. But I don't really want to take a lot of extra damage. So... Could just draw that bauble. Yeah, we're just going to draw the bauble. And then when Ragavan attacks, we can maybe go get a hedge maze to make sure they don't get any big hits. Maybe we just let them hit. And then we try to find a land or something. That's what we're going to do. Don't hit Thassa's Oracle, please. Tamiyo. Okay, I mean, they could play that. Okay. Strange. Not what I expected. Okay, so this is some weird energy variant. Okay. Gonna play Tamiyo as well. Well, that's a hell of a turn two. Jeez. And Christ. Cheese and rice. All right. I think I'm going to keep the land as we're just going to ring them to death. The one ring for days. Let's get the saga going. Hopefully get the one ring going next turn. All right. I think just a land. And we'll bobble. We'll bobble them. See what they're going to draw. Another Amped Raptor. And whatever. Now we're just going to take a hit. And then start one ringing until we find the combo. That's the plan, at least. Now we hope this lives. This is a strange, strange configuration. Well, I didn't hit the button fast enough. That was silly. Okay, well, we're probably dead now. probably dead, as this should be much less energy, so we just gave them a free activation, because we're dumb. Hit a Mox Amber, that would have been handy. They are really popping off on our deck, I must say. Ocelot Pride as well. This is pretty fun to watch, but yeah, I think we're just dead now. If we top deck, I think the Mox was kind of what we needed. Still wouldn't have been enough. So we can have one blocker, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're taking 10 exactly next turn no matter what. Unless we get something else. Well, that was something else. Okay, well. We can get the mountain now. And maybe this buys us enough time to be able to cast the One Ring next turn. We shall see. A Pithing Needle. Okay, let's see what they name. That kind of doesn't matter. Grinding Station. Okay, so they're aware of what's going on. Well, what the hell? That will probably matter. Okay. Well, we'll go to combat. And now we will get this out of there. I can block the first striker, take 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're dead. We are dead. This collection of cards definitely got there. All right, we're going to treat this like Boros Energy, though. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same. Haywire Might is definitely going to be needed. We could think about Pithing Needle if they have Ghost Vacuum in, but we're not going to be too concerned about it. We're going to sideboard the same way we sideboard against Boros Energy and call it good. What a strange game. I mean, our opponent completely popped off. Hit great cards from us both times, and yeah, got it done. For a better hand than that. Well, this hand's terrible. This has not been our day here at the end of this video. Okay, I'm going to keep. This flips Tamiyo really quickly, and I think that's what we got to go for. We'll get rid of the Grinding Station and hope that this plan is just good enough. If they have a Galvanic Discharge, we're in a lot of trouble. So we're going to want to crack these on their turn. I'm going to crack one for sure. A Flage. So we know they have a Flage. And there goes our Tamiyo. All right, well, now we just need to hit land. So another bolt on top. All right, lands to get us to the One Ring, or we might just be completely wrecked. I think we're going to be completely wrecked, y'all. But you know what? We're leaving these matches in here because I like to show y'all everything, not just when I do well with decks. And yeah, the end of this video is not ideal for us, as we know about this. It's going to be a beating. It's going to be a beating. What are they cutting for drums and stuff like this? This deck is wild. Yorgo. At least if we get a land, we can have a 2-mana bauble. This has not went our way, my friends. If this is our last match that we play with this version, that would be a sad last match. I guess I am playing the Modern Mox, that big boy event, coming up soon. The Mox that you have to qualify for, you know? I ended up qualifying for that one. So I'll be playing that for sure. That'll be my last dance before the ban. Yep, I gotta get rid of this. This isn't over yet, though. It's just not looking good. I mean, the Urza Saga stuff is great against us, you know, as getting Pithing Needle, getting Ghost Vacuum, that kind of stuff ends up being really strong against what we're doing. But overall, it seems like a meme and doesn't seem great. We know they're not playing Blood Moon. Got that going for us. Yep. Can't ever beat these constructs. They hit pretty hard. Yep. Can't really beat that either. So now if we get a... Honestly, we might just breach no matter what. Since it's not going to be good. Sure. Puts us to 12. That finishes us off basically no matter what. I can't win. All right. GG. GG. Well, just the sad 3-2 with this one after starting 3-0 is always a little disappointing, but that's okay. If you're a fan of Breach, I have an in-depth sideboard guide and an article in my Patreon below. Feel free to check it out. And as always, make sure to subscribe and like this video for more daily MTG content here. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.